Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, going to take a look ahead into next week and tell you what is going on in the world of Gems of War. Always good to know what is going on. Anyway, last couple of days to make sure you grab the Soul Summoner from the Glory Shop if you've not done so already. Pretty useful troop this. Gets bonus purple from purple gem matches. And has that nice choose one spell where you get two choices. Create two demonic portal gems or explode a random gem and summon a Spirit Fox. That second part is pretty useful if you want to guarantee a summon. But the first part is good as well. If you're fighting an enemy team that has no way of exploding or destroying gems, and you do, you can cast that first option first, then explode the board or destroy the board and pick up that summon that way. So very, very useful indeed. Anyway, I went to buy a bouncy castle the other day, but it was twice the price it was a couple of years ago. That's inflation for you. New week, new Soulforge. I'll be doing my Soulforge video on Monday in with the event team, showing you what I think are the best weapons and indeed the best troops to craft from there. It's a continuation of the current campaign. Let's see what we pick up. And next week we get got some writs, some souls, some bits. Oh, a nice book of deeds there from the free pass, not too shabby. And in the first paid for pass we get some keys, we get some more of the pet, and not a lot else. So we get the Daemon set. Whoopie doo! And it's the last week of this weekly progress thing on the path to getting this new Mythic Dragon Lord Luther. If you've completed all the previous weeks, be able to finish it off next week and make sure you grab that Mythic. So Dragon Lord Luther, Broken Spire Mythic, let's take a look at it. Does a magic +2 damage to all enemies, boosted by blue dragon gems, and barriers himself. The rest of the team can fight for themselves, as long as I'm alright, Jack. He probably says not. Anyway, the traits are Allied Knights gain 2 life, reduce damage from skulls by 50%, that's not bad. And Azure Dragon Lord, 50% chance to convert a blue gem to a blue dragon gem when my turn begins. It's not that great. It's not a very high amount of damage. And if that was a 100% chance to convert a blue gem to a blue dragon gem, that would be better, because then you can maybe build up that damage. But apart from that, it's just okay. Nothing too special about it. But hey, get it next week anyway, just by completing those simple tasks and grabbing yourself another Mythic. And new week, new Underspy, of course. I'll be doing my Underspy video in with the main event video and the Soulforge video, showing you a nice quick team, hopefully, to blast through the Underspy as quickly as possible. The main event next week is Journey, and I'll be showing you my Journey team in with the Soulforge and Underspy video. But the Journey troop is Peregrine. The spell is Divine Swoop. Deals magic +4 damage to an enemy, then creates 2 yellow gems, boosted by Divine Allies. So again, the idea of this team is to kind of loop as much as possible, because if you complete Journey, if you complete the battles in 10 turns or less, that's when you pick up the maximum miles. So we want a nice loopy team if we can. The mana colour uses is blue and yellow with a mana cost of 15, and the first trait is Alert, immune to silence. The second one is Revered. All allies gain 2 random skill points, and the third one, Pathfinder of course, gain 2 to 3 times miles in my Journey event based on my Ascensions. That troop coming Monday. Next week we'll also see the start of a new set of epic trials, this time based in Whitehelm. Now all the epic trials have been done in my channel for all the different kingdoms, so that strategy will already exist. So all you got to do is go to my channel, type in Whitehelm epic trials in the search bar, and you will find that strategy. If 1 or 2 of the troops have been changed, which changes that strategy, I will make another video showing it. But if not, then there's no need for another one, so just do that search in my channel for that strategy. When you open your event chests, you will only get troops from that kingdom listed. So right now, that would be Valpacia. But that is going to change from Monday. That is going to change to Whitehelm. So what you can do, you can take advantage of this. You can take a look at what troops you're potentially missing from that kingdom. We'll go to Show All in Whitehelm, and you can have a little scroll down. If anybody is greyed out, that means you are missing that troop. So by opening your event chests next week, you stand a chance of picking somebody up who you are actually missing. But do bear in mind, you can't get all the troops here from those event chests. Anybody that says Hall of Guardians underneath their name, like this one for example, means you can't get that from event chests. You have to get it from the Underworld, from the Hall of Guardians, and that applies to anybody else that's here at the same time. And you can pop the mythics to the top here as well. There's 4 mythics I think it is you can get from here right now. A Maciel, Explode all angel gems. Deal magic +1 damage to all enemies, boosted by undead and daemon enemies, and creates 1 angel gem when her turn begins, which helps her spell. Guard's Avatar, still really good. Deal magic +2 damage to all enemies, boosted by my armor. Burn undead and silence daemon enemies. Gain 8 armor when an ally casts a spell. Is not too bad. Still a really good troop. The standard version of Libara does damage to all enemies or adds life to all allies. Bit of an annoying spell because you kind of want one or the other. You kind of don't want it to do the opposite thing sometimes, which typically can happen. So a bit annoying in that way. And the Archdeva, still really good for boosting your team. Choose an ally, give them a huge amount of attack, life and armor, and fill their mana, and can only be cast once because it's so powerful. And Sanctuary is pretty cool too. Barrier and bless a random ally when matching 4 or more gems. So you can't get the immortal version of Libara from here. You have to craft that in a totally different way. And you can't get Stellaris either because that has to be crafted from the Soulforge. But the other 4 mythics are Maciel, Guard's Avatar, Libara and the Archdeva. You can pop from your event chests next week if you get lucky. On Tuesday we have a faction assault in the Hall of Guardians. Shown a team to do this really easy with no mythic a couple of times now. There's several videos on that in my channel, so there's no need to do another faction assault video on this. Just go to my channel, type in Hall of Guardians faction or Hall of Guardians assault. Hall of Guardians faction assault if you want to type even more, and you'll find it that way. You don't need a high horde level for this either. It's very easy to do. That faction assault coming on Tuesday. Wednesday is pet rescue time, and we can pick up another one. This Dragon Knight Amira's Drakon. Increases skill points for Dragon Knight Amira, so certainly worth doing anyway. Even if you don't use that troop very much, it's always worth getting these pets to mythic level if you can, because eventually you'll get a point in the game where you'll be pet locked, which is basically where you need a certain amount of pets from a certain kingdom at mythic level to progress that kingdom. So always make sure you do the pet rescue. On Thursday, it's class trial time and priest class is up. I remember using this an awful lot in the early days of the game, but that was before some of the better classes came along, like Geomancer and Elementalist, and it's kind of been left behind a little bit, but it's still pretty decent. Divine Bond, allied divines gain 2 life, gain bonus yellow mana from yellow gem matches, and Divine Aura, all allies heal 2 points per turn, is an okay-ish set of traits, and the talent trees are not too shabby either. Serendipity can be pretty useful if you get lucky with that at the beginning. Leading Light is not bad, that's pretty good. Gain 10 armor if in first position, because Purification is not quite as special as it used to be. Now with the Wand of Stars and things like that around now, giving really easy quick cleanses. And there's some other pretty cool stuff as well, which really helps out yellow teams, like create a Light Storm at the start of battle. Very good for even more yellow, same as Lightbringer. Or you can go Tree of Knowledge, gain enchantment matching green gems. And Divinity, so yeah, it's still an okay class, just not quite as good as it used to be, just because of how other ones have come along which are better since. And on Friday is your chance to get involved in the best event in the game regarding rewards. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, it's the Vault event. Your chance to grab loads of keys, loads of really cool rewards. Just cane the Vault event, get them verses, make them Nomapaloozas, and make sure you pick up the rewards later on. Really cool event, still the best in the game for lots of really cool rewards. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the Vault event. So there it is, that's what's going on next week in the world of Gems of War on PC, mobile, Xbox and PlayStation formats. If you enjoyed this video, found anything about it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button, it really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.